I like hand drawing because hand drawing is like a piece of art.
In 1 mile, exit right to Easy Pass only, exit 320, State Route 29, Phoenixville, Auburn.
There's not much to look at outside, but wait till you get inside. There's some great model railroading waiting to be discovered. On this day, I took a trip to Kimberton Fairgrounds near Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, to the 32nd Annual Mid-Atlantic Narrow Gauge Guild Module Meet. It features several layouts ranging from HON 30 all the way up to live steam 7/8 narrow gauge 2-foot. Many great people, dozens of vendors selling all kinds of wares narrow gauge related. As you can see, it was a good turnout. This is early in the morning. Several more people showed up. Lots to see, so let's get started. Okay, our first stop is Trackside Scenery Booth, featuring the spruce coal and timber layout. Fantastic ON 30 layout, built by Joey Ricard. TracksideScenery.com, they feature background, photorealistic backdrops, structures, other details. And there's Joey and I. He's admiring my Model Rail Radio t-shirt. So let's sit back and watch some trains run. Here, this building's seen a little worse for wear, but the residents look like they're having some fun. That guy looks like he's making some moonshine. Joey has a neat technique for making some of these filter fiber trees. Some residents have seen better days also. It's a priest waiting for his parishioners to show up. All are welcome. Not many show up. Cool river scene. Just past the bridge, you're getting into the town now. Looks like there's a lot of scratch-built structures. Some structures that are available on their website also. That church was a structure I know that's available. Some of those background buildings, I'm pretty sure you can get on their website also. Nicely detailed layout. It's a sectional layout. This coal mine is particularly neat. As the steam engine runs by, a fresh load of coal. Spruce coal and timber, a layout worth checking out. The next couple of layouts is presented by a bunch of guys from Connecticut. The first one will feature an ON 30 layout. It's nicely detailed. Has a variety of different scenes in them, interesting structures, and really nice locomotives and freight. And another one is an HON 30, waterfront scenes, a lot of Craftsman structure kits. Let's check them out. The next layout is by the same bunch of guys from Connecticut, HON 30, featuring a nice harbor scene and a bunch of Craftsman structure kits.
I mean, it's nice. I like how they clean up with their lighting.
Pardon me?
Okay, so they've got a really rigid staging
I like your light. That plastic, if you got a squirter, you got a hole with the wall. It's fine. Squirt it back. It's all right.
For now, let's say goodbye to the guys from Connecticut and their beautiful HON 30 layout and say hello to something a little larger. Some G-scale narrow gauge, including 7/8 narrow gauge 2-foot, and also featuring some beautiful rolling stock that's been weathered by Jack Thompson. Amazing stuff. In this first scene, you see the Bumblebee engine there. That's set up for battery powered demonstration, if interested. The rest of the layout has some nice scratch-built structures, Craftsman style, but all by hand. It's beautiful stuff. Some neat structures, vehicles on there. The track work was beautiful, exquisite. You can see in this upcoming scene right here. Nice large curved turnouts. Well done. Nice galloping goose. A convenient outhouse for the upper guest. Here's a couple nicely detailed steam donkeys. This area is sort of a transfer yard between the narrow gauge, and in the background you can see a standard gauge. It's still all G-scale. Neat cab engines. That may be a yard office or a station, because in the background is the staging yard they had. Those two trains are some of Jack Thompson's nicely weathered. No, they're beautifully weathered freight and rolling stock. Here's the other side of those freight cars. Got some Gons going and a boxcar. And a closer look at some of the tanks. The tanks were especially neat. I thought that was really neat. Old-time unit train. Speaking of Jack's trains, here comes one now. It's a passenger train. Just check out the work and detail put into this engine. I'm telling you, I really fell in love with this oil train, this tank train. You can see Jack in the background, big guy, next to the tree with a blue hat on. Big guy, big trains, and big talent.
It's a rough bit of track right there.
Transition was a little rough.
Showing off for me, blowing the whistle. Jack's work wasn't the only stuff there. There's a nice box cab with a maintenance away and steam donkey on the back. And here you see the 7/8 narrow gauge 2-foot. This is a live steam. Unfortunately, I didn't get a video of this running. When it was running, I was across the hall. By the time I got over there, it was already stopped. This is some big stuff. Every time I see it, I look in my backyard and wonder, can I fit this? And one last shot of some big scale. This is a 450-ton depressed center car. There's a laser cut kit available. Unfortunately, I forget the company's name. But this is neat. This is, geez, about 3.5 feet long, or nearly 4 feet long. Cool stuff. Next up on the docket is a Modular Club. They specialize in the East Broad Top, Pennsylvania narrow gauge, ON30. There's me with a helicopter view of a couple of those modules. This is a neat little scene of the coal loading with a dump truck. Another coal loading facility with the ore jimmies dumping it directly into the hoppers. This guy here is Steve Vaughn. I happened to start talking to him and found out that I met his son back in January at Springfield. Small world. This was a neat model of Oversonia Station. Well done. Let's check out some of their scenery.
The only difference was that they're not a stub up like the case. I can't find them. Yes. Yes, it does. Well, ours physically went to the point where, I mean, you can only push it so hard. Right. And then it's eventually.
Not only were there great layouts, but some wonderful vendors stopped by. This particular model here caught my eye by Stoney Creek, Colorado Mine and Milling. Back when I was a teenager, I saw an article in Model Railroader by Art Curran. That picture there was the layout, the structure that I built back when I was probably like 12 or 13. It was a kit bash. Art Curran was known for his kit bashing. And I talked to the owner of Stoney Creek here, and he mentioned that this was inspired by that particular article. Here's another view. So this is inspiring me to probably finish that model off 30 years later and do a similar representation to what he did here. Nice kit, really nice. Another structure that caught my eye was this one here. This is Mount Albert, which is a tractor repair. Really dig this particular model here. I think this was the ON30 version here, but they make it in HO also. There were a few clinics as well. This one here is Jerry Cornwell's Lighting for Your Layout. Very informative. This guy really knows his lumens. Okay, let's get back to the layouts. This little layout was built by the owner, mainly to show off the battery-powered technology and new stuff, and show off some of the radio control, known as dead rail or cold rail. This next layout was to showcase a system for modular construction. It was by Larry Nice from Nice Guys, that's NYCE. It was a neat system, very well done, well constructed. The first module had scenery. The rest of it will gradually get scenery, but it was to show off the new system. And last but not least, or I could say, saving the best for last, mainly because it won Best Modular Layout at the 34th National Narrow Gauge Convention back in 2014. It's an ON3 layout representing Dolores, Colorado, and it's built by a bunch of guys known as the Maple Leaf Mafia out of Canada. Say, is that Clark on the tail end of that passenger train? So that brings my day to a close at the 36th Annual Mid-Atlantic Narrow Gauge Guild Module Meet. I want to thank all the members of the Guild for putting on such a great show and showing off such amazing modeling. Don't forget to check them out at midatlanticng.org for upcoming events. Please be sure to subscribe and to rate. Don't forget, keep model railroading.